Heavenly Father, we thank you for this beautiful place that we're allowed to call home. We acknowledge our dependence upon you for provision, for wisdom, for strength for our very lives. Father, I ask that you would bless these who serve in the areas of decision-making and administration. Father, I pray that your wisdom would be ours tonight. You would also grant us the ability to be quick to listen and slow to speak and slow to get angry. We ask for your continued blessing on our beautiful community in the name of your Son, my Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you. Roll call.
Olson.
Here.
Rice.
Here.
Dosher. Here. McCardle.
Here.
Barrington. Allen.
Here.
Charks. Here. Smith.
Consent agenda. Items appearing on the consent agenda may be removed by a city council member for discussion at the beginning of the formal agenda items.
I just have comment the Outcasts Car Club. I've got a flyer for them. I'll pass that around. The other item, and I just wanted to bring up, since it's on the consent agenda, to thank Dakota Land Federal Credit Union for the donation for the trees. Money that will be used for trees, I guess.
And I just wanted to just ask a little bit about the asbestos. That was anticipated that we would find that, and we figured that in our cost for demolition. Is that correct?
I believe the total budget for that is $100,000 with the removal as well.
If there's nothing else, I'll move to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Discussion? Any public comment? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Olson.
Aye.
Rice.
Aye.
Dosher. McCardle.
Aye.
Barrington.
Aye.
Allen.
Aye.
Charks.
Aye.
Motion carried. Citizens input. You need to address the mayor and members of the city council on an item that was not on the agenda, excluding personnel items. Please come forward to the podium and state your name and your concern. Presentations are limited to 3 minutes. Items will be considered, but no action will be taken at this time. Yep.
Hi, Tim Goldhammer with the Area Community Theater. I'm just here to update you. There'll be someone starting repairs on our roof tomorrow on the east side of our building, and as such, some of the parking spaces adjacent to our building might be blocked off, just as they're moving supplies up and down to fix the building's roof. So, just to update you. Thank you.
Have you done donations, or how are you getting that done? Before you came, you were looking for money.
The Mitchell Charitable Foundation helped us out a lot, and then we had a private donor help us out as well. So, thank you.
Anyone else? I'm going to make a quick comment about Saturday. You know, we had the dedication for our Veterans Park, and we had a nice crowd there. It was a beautiful dedication. I don't think it could have been more perfect. And I think a big thank you needs to go out to Lyndon Overweg. He was the chairman of the committee, and there was a lot of coordinating to do, and it went without a hitch. And I think Lyndon deserves a round of applause for all the work that he put into this, and everybody else. Is there anyone else that wishes to make a comment?
Along with that, Mayor, I'd just like to thank the public for all the help they gave us that day. We had a lot of volunteers show up at 6 a.m. to help us set up and to tear down, so thank you, everybody.
Okay, moving to the hearings then on the application of Overtime Steakhouse and Sports Bar for a special event liquor license located at the Overtime Event Center for June 9th, 2018 for a wedding.
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next is on the application of Overtime Steakhouse and Sports Bar for a special event liquor license located at the Overtime Event Center for June 16th, 2018 for a wedding.
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next is on the application of Overtime Steakhouse and Sports Bar for a special event liquor license located at the Overtime Event Center for June 23rd, 2018 for a reunion.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next is on the application of Overtime Steakhouse and Sports Bar for a special event liquor license located at the Overtime Event Center for June 30th, 2018 for a wedding.
Motion to approve.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next is a hearing on the application for new on-off sale malt beverage licenses. The following applications have applied for a new on-off sale malt liquor license.
Lyndon, any problems with any of these?
Nope, we would have no opposition to any of them.
I just wanted to remind the council, last meeting I kind of gave a heads up that the state has suggested that even though these are on-off sale type licenses, that if the council saw fit, they could still try to issue it for just off sale only. There are 3 that are in a zoning district that would not allow for on sale. So if there were any that the council was going to place that restriction on, I would suggest those 3. Those 3 would be Arnie's, Easy Come, Easy Go, and Rob Shortstop.
So these are all, this says that they're all new, but we know that a lot of them have had off-sale liquor licenses prior to this. So tell me, I mean, how do you go about deciding who can only have on sale, or who can only have off sale, and who can have on or off?
I think it's difficult to do that, but if there was any specific lation that you had particular concerns about, like if you thought it was a bad idea for a gas station to be able to have an on-sale license, for example, that could be one criteria that'd be objective and could be uniformly applied.
So, okay, I got a question because I just want to make sure I understand Susan's question. They're all new because the state changed the requirement, and so they all had to reapply no matter what, and it's a new type of malt beverage license that has both. Today, do we have to decide which ones don't meet zoning, or can that be something we talk about in July, or?
That would need to be done now.
That would need to be done now.
Yeah.
But we don't have anything in place from a city standpoint that says zoning doesn't apply to these new type of licenses, do we? Does existing zoning apply to a license that doesn't exist? Because it won't exist until we pass this. Nobody in town has this type of license right now.
Yeah,
No,
yes,
they
they
do.
do. Yeah, this is an existing license type.
The difference was because we had an artificial cap on the on-off
Right.
sale, these other businesses didn't have on-off sale. They just had the off sale.
Correct.
So now they're applying for the on-off sale, which was previously capped, which is no longer capped. Because everybody else who had the on-off sale just applied for a renewal. They didn't have to apply for a new license.
You know, Justin, I feel like this is very unfair for you to bring this up at this point in the game when we need to take action, for you to say, before you vote, you can make these changes, because we haven't had an opportunity to discuss that. I mean, obviously, this is something, if the zoning affects Arnie's and Rob Shortstop and Easy Come, Easy Go, then we need to deny them the off sale, but we certainly haven't had the opportunity to discuss this. What options do we have?
Well, if I could jump in before you do, this isn't really a change.
No, I know, but he's just saying, like, if we decide that we don't want to have an off-sale liquor license
Well, I
go
think
to the
it's
gas
on sale
station.
you're talking about.
On sale, I'm sorry,
On
yeah.
sale.
On sale.
But that's not a change. They could not, under the old system, have had an on-sale
Correct.
license.
But
So-
under this, they can. If we approve this, they can.
Right, but under our zoning, they could not.
Right.
So,
That's
so
what I
the,
wanna
if
make
we
sure.
if we deny them on sale, we have made no change. It's just like they're renewing their old license.
Right, just
Correct.
for those 3, but
Right.
if
But
you
what
wanna
about
do-
all the other gas stations?
Well, I would assume, and this would
If
be my
that's-
question to Justin before he responds to what you said, that they would be subject to the DRAM laws and, you know, responsibilities for training the bartenders and being responsible for not serving people who are obviously intoxicated.
Yep.
And I would guess as a business decision, you wouldn't have on sale. But
Yes.
if they do, they accept the consequences.
Correct. Yep. And that's fair. You know, I brought it up 2 weeks ago to try to get people thinking about it a little bit. And like I said, I don't know that it has a lot of application here in our circumstances. The only place that I think it, you know, probably should be done is where we have the zoning problem. But if there was some other criteria that you can think of that you think should apply across the board, now would be the time to do it. If you want to just grant them and see how it goes over the next year, you know, maybe you put the restriction on next time it's renewed.
So Justin, these 3 in particular, as in the zoning, and I'm just looking at where they're obviously located at, from Arnie's to, I'm thinking residential area, Rob Shortstop residential, Easy Come, Easy Go, clearly in commercial. What's the difference between the 3 or way?
Well, Arnie's, Easy Come, Easy Go, and Rob Shortstop are all in the neighborhood shopping district.
Okay, Easy Come, it is neighborhood shopping.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm just looking at it as
Yep.
1 block down the road they can sell alcohol. I mean, there's casinos 1 block away. You know, so I was wondering what was the catch on Easy Come, Easy Go, and I could somewhat see Arnie's and Rob's a little bit because of their unique location to some extent, but I was wondering why we got.
Because their existing zoning wouldn't allow them to do that now.
Correct.
So let me put it to you this way. Let's say that we do the exemption for on sale for the 3. I take especially the point with Easy Come, Easy Go, because I mean it literally is a block down the road where the circumstances are different. But they could come and ask to be rezoned, and then at that point we could restore.
Right, yeah. Our position, I guess, would still be that they can't do on sale unless their zoning allows for it.
Right. But they could petition to be rezoned.
Correct.
Being on Sanborn and being a block away from a casino that has. I'm going to move that we approve these with the exception of the 3 you mentioned for on sale, to approve their off sale, but not their on sale, with the understanding that they have the opportunity to come and get rezoned if they want to. And we'll deal with it at that time, recognizing it's no change for them. So that would be my motion.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Entertaining motion for the city council to recess and sit as a board of adjustment.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Hearing on Jim Radke, 2001 block of West 5th Avenue. Radke Construction is requesting an oversized variance of 4,000 versus 2,000 square feet as required, and a height variance of 24 feet versus 22 feet as required at the property located in the 2001 block of West 5th Avenue, legally described as 84 foot of the north 100 feet of irregular track number 9 and the west 16 feet of the north 100 feet of vacated Dupree Street, abutting and lying south of West 5th Avenue and abutting irregular track number 9, Davidson County, South Dakota. The said real property is zoned R4, high density residential district.
As you can see in that area where it says right there is approximately where Mr. Radke is going to construct this building. It's the Planning Commission did hold a hearing on this request. If you know where this is out in the Home Park Edition. If you just go clear past Muller Lumber and in that area, way past there. So that's where that's. You can you can see the bypass and going right to where 5th dead ends. Yep, right there.
Stephanie, is there a reason why that monitor's not working?
So, yeah, again, the Planning Commission did recommend approval. This is kind of surrounded there. There's some other larger buildings out in that area. So.
I thought city limits ended at the bypass.
Yeah, this is in our extraterritorial zoning jurisdiction. We have a zoning jurisdiction about a mile out of the city limits.
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Entertaining a motion for the Board of Adjustment to adjourn and the City Council to reconvene in regular session. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Action to approve agreement number 82018-19 for Sanborn Preservation Grant City Project number 2018-22A2 Bronze Engineering.
Mr. Mayor and Council, Bros Engineering submitted a Preservation Bridge Improvement Grant to the South Dakota Department of Transportation for the Sanborn Bridge. We received a notice of award from the DOT for 80%. This action is to approve Bros Engineering to perform the design for the Sanborn Bridge overpass in the amount of $80,400, and staff recommends approval of the request.
I'm thrilled about this, but I find our luck to be astounding. You know, we've only had a few of these grants that have been given in the state, and we've gotten 2 of them. How did we end up being so lucky? Do we have connections?
This is for the Sanborn Bridge. This is the first one for the city of Mitchell. The other one was in Davison County for the Foster Street Bridge, right?
Still, very good luck. Move to approve.
Second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Justin, if you want to let that go, we can get through it without it. Okay. Action to approve agreement number A2018-21 to Butler Cat Sales for landfill GPS unit, city project number 2018-35.
Mayor and Council, the current GPS program and equipment is no longer with technical support. The company is no longer in business. This request is for purchase of updated equipment, which will link to our current system and program in the engineering department. The upgraded equipment will be funded under the line item in the request and has been budgeted for this fiscal year. If there are any questions, staff recommends to approve this request.
This was a budgetary item, and it was below or at cost?
Yes, sir.
With the trade-in.
Under the 28,000. How long did the last GPS soft system last before obsoleted?
I think it was purchased in 2013.
So we got five years.
Yes, sir.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Action on Resolution R2018-26, a plat of Track 1 of Odlands First Edition, an addition in the east 860 feet, east 860 feet of the south 646 foot of the southeast quarter of Section 18, T103 North, R60 West of the 5th PM, Davison County, South Dakota.
The Planning Commission held a hearing on this plat at their last regular meeting and did recommend approval. This is outside our zoning jurisdiction, but it's within the 3-mile limit, so the city has to review the plat. And my understanding is this is being submitted to the county as please coming up this week. Basically what the owner is wishing to do is to subdivide that part that says the red there, and then they're going to place a house. From my understanding, it's one of the MTI site houses, and it's on, they're the property owner, but they need to subdivide it for financial reasons and so forth. So
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Action on Resolution R2018-27, a plat of Lot P, a subdivision of previously platted lot south of Maui Farms, second edition, City of Mitchell, Davidson County, South Dakota.
Again, this plat was presented to the Planning Commission, and they did recommend approval. This one's out by, if you take Maui Drive and you go all the way to dead ends, and then there's a little turn up to the north with a bunch of other storage units there. You can see it demonstrated there. This has been a while since we've had one up there, but you may recall when they did this subdivision out there of Daily Drive, Maui Drive, that there was a little area there that they didn't have utilities going through, and this is why they kind of reserved that for storage units. Or not storage units, but garage-type buildings, and there are covenants attached to that. But Lot P is the one right directly to the north of that existing one.
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Action on Resolution R2018-28, a plat of Lot 18 of Airport Edition, a subdivision of previously platted Lot 2 of Fiala's Addition, east one half of the northwest quarter of Section 4, T103 North, R60 West of the 5th PM, City of Mitchell, Davidson County, South Dakota.
Again, the Planning Commission did recommend approval of this plat. This one is, if you take see where National Guard Road is, if you've been out there, there's a couple houses in that, what they call the wood circle. Lot 18 is going to be right on below the existing houses. This too is recommended by the Planning Commission.
Motion to approve.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Can I just ask a question? There's been a lot of discussion about drainage on Fiala Road. I know that, is this particular plat, does that have anything to do with that area that they were concerned about the drainage? It does. So.
Yeah, currently we've got some elevation shots, and we're working with Kevin in the Transportation Department to regrade that road and put in some additional swale on the side. So we expect to be underway, this month and next month for doing that.
Opposed? Not. Motion carries. Action on Resolution R2018-29, a plat of Lot 5, Block 10 of the Woods First Edition, a subdivision of the east one half of the southwest one quarter of Section 23, T103 North, R60 West of the 5th PM, City of Mitchell, Davidson County, South Dakota.
Again, this plat was presented to the Planning Commission, and they did recommend approval. As you can kind of see, this is out in the Woods project. You can see where I have identified with the yellow letters.
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Second reading and adoption of ordinance number O2018-05, creating business improvement district number 3.
Move to approve.
Move to put it on second reading.
Oh, move to put it on second reading.
Second.
Any discussion? Is there any public comment? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
I'll abstain.
Move to approve ordinance number 2018-05.
Second.
Again, discussion? Public comment? Roll call.
Olson.
Aye.
Rice.
Aye.
Gosher. McCardle.
Aye.
Barrington.
Aye.
Allen.
Abstain.
Sharps.
Aye.
Carries. Second reading of adoption of ordinance number 2018-06, amending City Code Section 5-6-1, fireworks.
Move to place on second reading.
Second.
Discussion. Public comment? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Again, any discussion? Is there any public comment? Hearing none, roll call.
Olson.
No.
Rice.
Aye.
Dosher. McCardle.
Aye.
Barrington.
Aye.
Allen.
Aye.
Charts.
Mayor, could I just have a minute?
Pardon? Yes,
Have
go
a
ahead.
second. Been the last couple weeks on the firework. I think I've been working with a few of the vendors, I guess, in the neighborhoods of. I mean, obviously they're outside the city limits, but been working with them, obviously, with some concern with as per with Nate a little bit about cleanup around Lake Mitchell. I know it's been part of a small topic about afterwards the fireworks being legal, that what kind of mess we may have around Lake Mitchell. So obviously with the one that was proposed in the ordinance, I took initiative to try to create something maybe along the lines that'll help that out, and obviously try to do our best of keeping our public areas, obviously at better conditions and nice and clean. So one thing going back a while back, if you guys remember, I did have the chance to visit with Jeff Miedema and Miedema Sanitation. They're still graciously going to donate roughly about 10 dumpsters that they will periodically work with the park board on where they'd like to be distributed at throughout, if it's, Kibbe Park or the Sandy Beach or the public beach or the amphitheater or whatever it may be. He'll be in touch with Nathan to work with him on where they want to locate these at, offering please dispose of fireworks in these dumpsters. Now, the next catch to that is we all know that still, no matter how good we do this, how much we offer, we still know there's going to be people that are not going to throw fireworks away. That happens every year. Speaking with Nathan, it happens when they weren't legal to the point if they're going to be legal now. It doesn't matter. It happens out there, and they just had a sense of leaving them around. I've been working with the fireworks stands in the area. I've got the applications from Linden and Marius of the ones that have applied in the area, from Fireworks Superstore, Kaboomers, Myrink Fireworks, and the only one I haven't caught up to yet is All-Star Fireworks. But the first three, and I'm going to assume the fourth one, the first three have all graciously already promised a donation, somewhere probably between $500 to $1,000, each one of them, to offer to, once again, not necessarily the Park and Rec, but to private organizations of somehow. I imagine we'll figure out the funding mechanism with Stephanie, but however, maybe to the point where we can offer to private organizations out there, if it's the Boy Scouts or the Kiwanis Club or maybe the hockey folks or soccer or whatever, hey, from this destination or, from A to B, or maybe this particular area, Sandy Beach, you're responsible on July 5th of going down there to clean it up, and we are going to allocate so much money to your organization out of this pocket of funds that we are getting from the fireworks stands people, because they know it's going to be beneficial for them, and they want to make sure they contribute to the community of something that's going to benefit them. They thank us, the council, the community, of letting this move forward, and they want to be on board with us on making Mitchell great and keep it clean also. So I think we had a lot of great people step up, and I just want to commend the fireworks stands and commend Miedema Sanitation for helping us out to try to keep things cleaned up around the lake. So I just want to give them some little credit because they are all on board also. So.
Great. Thank you for that information, Marty. Okay, motion carried on that. Second reading and adoption of ordinance number 02018-07 at the City of Mitchell Municipal Code, Title 10, Article C, Urban Development District, 10-8C-3B amended.
This hasn't changed from the last meeting, but just as a reminder, the Planning Commission did hold its required hearing, not this last Planning Commission meeting, but the one prior, and I haven't heard any feedback in regard to that. As you can see, those are the definitions that this would be applicable to, and it would require a conditional use permit. So once this became, or if you did, then it still would have to go through they would still have to go through the conditional use process. So just as a refresher, the urban development district is primarily the districts outside the city limits, just kind of outside in the extraterritorial area. So
I'll move to place it on second reading.
Any discussion? Is there any public comment? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Is there now a motion to approve ordinance number 02018-07?
Second.
Discussion? Public comment? Roll call.
Olson.
Aye.
Rice.
Aye.
Dosher. McCardle.
Aye.
Barrington.
Aye.
Allen.
Aye.
Charts.
Aye.
monitor's working perfectly now there, Justin. So, motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Remember to vote.